And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. Oh, we got a good one. A good one today. The Senate might vote. You know, it's going to be a struggle because you got these Democrats, and none of them want this crypto to go through. They're always yelling, investor protection, investor protection. And they want to have this government controlling crypto, and there's a battle going on. So we're going to discuss that a little bit. I mean, we'd all like to be rich. Just tell the Democrats, hey, vote for the fucking crypto bill, dude. And then, I mean, that's really what needs to happen, okay? They got all of them are just sandbagging it, trying not to have the crypto go through, to have the banks control the crypto, the government control the crypto. But they're not going to try to have us. They're not going to have us because we're going to get ripped off. These people are already ripping us off. They're afraid of us getting rich. And then we could self-fund. If I had $100 million, I could spend like $2 or $3 million or $5 million and self-fund my own campaign with you guys, and I'll be the fucking president. Just kidding. Not a job that I'd want. That's a whole lot of fucking work, man. Today's cold plunge. Crypto Hulk hits 36 degrees. Fuck me. That was tough. It kicked my ass, let me tell you. I'm still cold. Shit, man. I've been out of that thing for like 4 hours, and I think I broke myself off on that. That was tough. It was pain, let me tell you. That was some fucking pain. By 10 minutes, I had to get out. My whole body was red. Like I was burned, but I wasn't. Like, my whole body was like red, chest, arms, everything, legs, everything. Calves, I was like, oh, shit. It was painful, let me tell you. And, you know, I'm trying to be healthy about it, so that's my limit. Oh, so I went in. I didn't do any walking today. I didn't walk a mile and a half or whatever. I went in cold. I did a shorter workout today. I didn't do the cardio, so that saved me 20 minutes from walking a mile and a half. Then I went to go do some shit, and then cold plunged after that. So I was already cooled off by the time I got in there. Whew, you know, I'll bet you if I would have walked, I could have stayed in about 12 minutes or 13 maybe. But you know what? It's okay. Glad I made it here on time. Somebody says, hey, I slept on a beach last trip by accident. So yeah, that was tough. Let's talk. Somebody, one of my $500 people, I talked about this particular product. I'm going to go over a couple things because, you know, the show's, oh yeah. So if you're just watching it, wait about 5 minutes and then get in. We went over this. It's Green Vibrance. This is my newest green powder. I'm not buying the Costco stuff anymore. Here's the label to this. Yeah. Now you can see what's in it. I guess the camera is not quite so good. But you could look at those online. Green Vibrance. This sucker, oh my God, has like every green on the fucking planet in there. I take about 2 scoops for breakfast of that. Here's one that I'm taking now, Miracle Reds. I've been taking this for years, 4 or 5 years. But Green Vibrance, they have reds. Now, what's red? That's the fruit. So right now I've been taking that, and this is good, Macro Life. They got greens and red in Macro Life. These are my preferred. I've been using these a lot of years. And 8-ball vibe. Stephen Morris is like 36 degrees. That's rookie numbers, man. What the fuck's wrong with you? And I got people telling me you need to go to 32 degrees. Fuck it, Crypto. Man, I'll get there. I know I make it look easy or something. That shit's fucking tough. But the mirror, you got to take these. If you're like 40 and up, you got to take this shit right here. Now, I'm going to start taking the Green Vibrance Reds, which is the fruit. So I mean, these are good too. If you want to get these, they're a little cheaper to buy because it's in bulk, but I'm going to stick with this company. They just make really good stuff. We have a $500 person that this is a trip. He ordered this right when I started talking about it. Amazon delivered it like a few hours later. I'm like, what? And, but he said he notices a difference already. So now I take that in the morning, and this is what I get this at Costco. Vanilla bean. So this is right now what I've been using for about a year. It's good stuff. I'll tell you what, part of the show is getting rich with crypto, but the other part is we got to make it, don't we? So that's why I started talking to you guys about Stephen Morris. Thank you very much for that. I started talking to you guys about your mental health. I want you to find a video or a meditation where you can visualize yourself being successful, getting in better shape mentally, like whatever you got to work on, because it's going to be stressful when this thing, and we might even have a little boom, boom, pow go down. You need to be mentally right. You could fuck everything up. You could make one bad decision. I'm telling you, because we're going to get close, okay? I want you, this is about your mind, body, and your soul, this channel, and your wallet, too, your fat wallet. There might be some bad shit that happens. Look what's happening in Iran. Look what's happening in the United States. I want you to start working on your mental health and your spirituality to get control of yourself. Because this is going, I think it's going to get bad before it gets worse. I don't want any of you to self-destruct. There's going to be some shit go down, more than likely. I want you to be mentally just try to control yourself, be cool, help other people. If you notice other people getting stressed and shit, maybe they're getting depressed or they're getting a fuck it attitude, and then help somebody else get control of themselves so they don't do anything bad. I just got off a call with my Caleb Brown broker, moving some coins there now. How cool. That's awesome. I'm going over the nutritional stuff. That'll affect your mood and your health, having the right nutrition. So what I'll do is I'll take 2 scoops of the green, 2 scoops of the red, a scoop of protein powder from what I just showed you. I'll use it in water. I have a reverse osmosis 7-stage filter. It goes on the desktop. I can show you the brands. I think it's called Water Drop. I mean, if you really want to know, I've switched up water in my CPAP machine. It really helps. I should have used distilled, but I didn't. So for years, I'd used tap water, and that's got chlorine and shit in there. I fucked up. So now I use Water Drop. Here's the company. I think this is kind of important too. Are these just their over the sinks? Okay, I'll show you the Water Drop company and then I'll move on. They got portable machines and stuff. I got the reverse osmosis one. I think it was like $350. And then I started putting that in my CPAP machine. So now I'm not breathing chlorine every night. I think it's helping to clear out my lungs or something. But yeah, I was breathing chlorine and shit for years. And then some just told me, get this reverse osmosis machine. And I got to fill it up 1 to 2 times a day. But that thing is fucking cool. You can get the water up to 200 degrees and shit and make it cold down to 41 or 43 or and it has a reverse osmosis, and it takes everything out with this like 7 or 6 stage filter. And then I think it has a mineralizing thing in there as well. So there we go. Let's go ahead and start this program. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. I don't know anything about crypto at all. I don't know anything about financial advising. I'm the worst financial advisor on the planet. What I'm awesome at is getting high. Heroin, cocaine, opium, fucking marijuana, hashish, Demerol, meth salts, meth, 46 JDMA sends me meth toothpaste. So that really gets me wired. So there you go. No Narcan needed. Kagan water machine. So, okay. Let me, don't listen to anything I'm saying. Just run away from this channel. All right, now let's get into Wall Street. This is what has to happen. And they're slow walking this thing. They just need to pass these crypto laws and quit fucking around. This is what's taking so long. There's all this, these stupid assholes. I bought Water Drop G3P 2022, says Crypto Bat. Yeah, like, you know, another thing, and I know I'm going off on like this different health stuff, but I want everybody to just at least be aware of what I'm doing, some of the things. And then you can copycat if you want. You don't have to, but it's going to make your life better if you do. When I go in the cold plunge and I get out, and sometimes some of the water drips on top of my Primal Ice machine, and it's black, and then it leaves like a white residue. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I live in Reno. I'm going to tell you, if you live in Reno, don't drink the fucking water. Make sure you got a filtration system or something. But like white powder, hey, I can snort it. Reno water, if you I'm telling you, man, there must be like a lot of chlorine and whatever the fuck dries turns into white powder or like a hard white substance on top of my cold plunge motor. Yeah, the motor, like, it starts having these little white things on there. I was thinking about getting a credit card and scratching them off and sniffing them. But it's that bad. Crypto Hulk's house. It's chronic, so don't take anything I say as financial advice. So after I get out of the cold plunge, sometimes, I'm dripping water and stuff, and the top of the machine's starting to get white, so I have to like wipe it off. And I'm like, wait a second, am I drinking this shit? And then I'm telling you, like, ever since I got that machine, I've noticed it turns white. And then I'm like, am I putting out water in my CPAP and then breathing it at night? So all that white powdery shit is going in my lungs and my body. And I'm like, fuck, dude. And chlorine can kill you. That chlorine is like a neuro. What do they say? Chlorine gas or chlorine's like a neuro. It kills your nerves of your brain. So I'm like, man, I've already got like enough brain cells I burned up on the drugs. I can't have the chlorine finish me off. I can't go out like a little bitch. So don't snort white motor dust. Trust the chic. Brian Edwards, I'm on a mountain well water. Okay. So yeah, great supplements, and the gym for me, 57, stay ahead. That's why your tolerance is so high. The white spots are hard water stains. And I was breathing all that shit. I wonder if that's why I was coughing so much. Chlorine is one of the ingredients in mustard gas. Oh, fucking great. So I've only been breathing chlorine in my CPAP machine for the past years now. Son of a bitch. No wonder. I used to have filtered water shit, and I think because I moved and I didn't have a machine or something. I don't know. I used to have distilled water, then I stopped using it. But yeah, that shit starts turning white. Okay, let's get back to work. I'm going to send the article to you again. Yeah, man, I really kicked my ass in that cold plunge. Son of a bitch. That was tough. That was fucking brutal. Let me tell you, it was like fucking torture. All right, Wall Street. There's a broker. You know what? I'm telling you what. I think even I don't know what the holdup is with the crypto and voting for it. I'm just going to tell you, this is just my opinion, and I think once you hear it, you'll probably agree or whatever. I think that there are like Benchmark. There's a broker called Benchmark. I think the banks or the credit unions or the financial advisors, whatever, the ones, I'll tell you that the ones that are ready, they're fucking pissed off. They want this thing hey, look, I'm like this. I don't care if BlackRock becomes a trillionaire and people at B of A become billionaires or something like that. I'm trying to be a millionaire. I'm trying to get my little slice of heaven, right? I want to get me a little well, in California, I can't say $1 million house. Yeah, I mean, that'd be good and all. I'm just trying to get me a little $5 million house in California. Hey, there was this fat pad I saw for $10 million in Las Vegas. I'm like, shit, brand new. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to get my little piece, my little house and stuff. These guys are going to be trillionaires, billionaires and shit. A lot of us would just like to be millionaires, but 10, 20, 30 million, that'd be kind of cool. I think Benchmark, I'm kind of like with them. Let's just fucking get this thing going, all right? The problem is the people in government want us fucking to be beggars, like to not even make anything. This is what's sickening. Nancy Pelosi's worth like $300 billion and shit. And that Ilmar Ohan, she started Congress worth $65,000. Now she's worth $30 million. How the fuck did that happen? And just like, so what I'm trying to go here, Senate action on market structure legislation could end years of regulatory uncertainty. We are right now in crypto jail. Okay. Thanks, Gary Gensler. And not just him. It's what we can't see. That's what we need to be afraid of. Who's really running shit? They don't want, do you see what's going on? They don't want us to have any money at all. These billionaires and the people that run the world, I won't mention the name of the family, Roth, and I won't say the rest. These people are so evil, they don't even want us to have a dime. They want to take it all to themselves. This is how bad it is in the world. That's why I'm Crypto Hulk, for real. I know it sounds corny and stuff. I'm Crypto Hulk. But it's like I'm trying to identify as a superhero and help people. Well, we can forget the superhero stuff. I'm trying to be the best I can. I'm trying to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. That's why I'm so heavily shadow banned. I appreciate any kind of support on this channel, whether you join the $10 a month, I'd appreciate that. I've devoted my life for the past 5.5 years to working very, very hard to show you all these connections you will not find anywhere at all. Ripple China, Ripple Russia, Ripple Indonesia, Ripple Israel. Oh, we can go on and on. I'm trying to show you all these things so you know what you're getting into. Congress needs to act. That's what Benchmark's saying. Senate action on market structure legislation could end years of regulatory uncertainty. Well, come on, man. Let's fucking do this shit, right? It could unlock institutional liquidity. That's how we get rich. When you unlock the institutions and say, go for it, BlackRock, go for it, all these Templeton Investment Group, just do what you got to do. You know what these Democrat Congress people are afraid of? Us becoming rich and voting them out of office. That's how it is. Even the poor countries, the poor dictators, the dictators want their countries poor so that people can't rise up, get educated, get smart. And they don't want the poor people to have money because then they could get a campaign and put people out of business. That's exactly what they want. If all of us got rich, we could pool our money together, and one of you guys can take the torch from Crypto Hulk, somebody who's about 35 with a lot of life experience and smart, and get hired as a senator in one of these fucking states. Maybe get 2 Senate spots. I'm telling you, man, that's how you kick these motherfuckers out. We got to get in control of a state, wherever that might be, Wyoming or something, and fucking fill that state up with people like us and kick all these fucking useless shits out of there. Benchmark, the brokerage, said Senate action could end U.S. regulatory limbo and unlock institutional liquidity. Clear market structure rules would reduce classification risk and support more sustainable valuations, the broker argued. Galaxy Digital and Coinbase are among the stocks expected to benefit most from improved regulatory clarity. Hey, that's all good. I want them to get rich because you know what? I got my collection of crypto and I'm ready. I don't know about you guys, but like, hey, if everybody, all the people at BlackRock become trillionaires, fine. I don't care. I want my crypto to make me whatever it is so I can go about my life. I don't care how many, I don't need no investor protection. I got me, myself, and I got you guys to tell me shit. Hey, Crypto Hulk, you know about this? Crypto Hulk, you know about that? I'm fine. I got it all covered. I don't need Nancy Pelosi, Maxine Waters, none of these cocksuckers or pussy munchers, whatever they do. This week could mark the beginning of the end of crypto's long-standing regulatory limbo in the U.S., according to Wall Street broker Benchmark. As the Senate committee, here we go, the Senate committees prepare to vote on market structure legislation that would define how digital assets are regulated. This is so massive, right? This is on CoinDesk. Benchmark brokerage said the shift from political debate to legislative execution is critical, arguing that codifying clear rules would reduce the risk of a future regulatory rug pull if Washington's current pro-crypto stance were to reverse. So let me tell you again, there's something, and I've been saying this for only 5.5 years. Has any other channel been saying it? No. Let's go to let's look at United States Code. Okay, here's the page. I'm not going to get into the United States Code. Now, none of these YouTubers or nobody on any platform on crypto has ever worked for the Department of Justice. I have. And there's something called the United States Code. Now, you can look through it all here. There's a lot. If we look at specifically 18 U.S. Code, Section 242, okay, here it is right here. Now we're going to the United States Department of Justice page. Nobody in the whole crypto world is talking about this except Crypto Hulk. No one's ever talked about this. And I've been telling you, ain't shit going to happen until it's in the United States Code. Here is 242 on the Department of Justice page. Of rights under color of authority. I'm not going to get all into this, but what this is basically this. Anytime, okay, the IRS wants to tax you on crypto, That's a violation of your civil rights. Section 242 of Title 18 of the United States Code says that makes it a crime for a person acting under color of any law. That means under authority. If there's a person acting under authority of any government, city in the United States, any territory, city, province, whatever the fuck it is, and they stop you from doing something that's not in the United States Code, it's a violation of civil law. So let me explain. We have something called the United States Code. I'm not going to get into it. It takes us about 6 months to go over all of it, okay? We have something called the United States Code. It's codified law. That means it's law that's it's carved in stone. That's where that comes from. It goes all the way back thousands of years to Babylon, which is Iraq. And the law code of Hammurabi, I already gave this speech like 5.5 years ago. But our justice system goes all the way back to Hammurabi, the people of Babylon in Iraq, probably even before that. The Sumerians and all kinds of shit, okay? They would literally carve the law into stone. That's where we have the United States Code. What they're supposed to do is put crypto into the code, carve it in the law code, carve it in on stone, and then that becomes law. We don't have crypto law. What do we have? These IRS and dumb shits like Gary Gensler doing, running around trying to make rules and directives. That's not law. IRS comes up with rules. They don't come up with law. They don't get to determine, do you tax crypto or not? They don't have that. That's illegal. That's a violation of your civil rights. United States Code section 18 of the United States Code section 242. IRS can't tell you what crypto is. Do you know what the United States Code does? It explains, it codifies, it defines. There's nothing in there. No government agency. Now, do they tax you? Yeah. Is it illegal? Yeah. All you got to do is file a 18 United States Code section 242. I'm not going to get mixed up in this right now, but you can get a lawyer to do something like that. Say, hey, where in the United States Code is this? Oh, IRS rules? They're not laws. Gary Gensler gives guidance? That's not law. There's nothing in the United States Code, crypto? No, there's not. So how are they doing it? They are illegally. That's what I'm just letting you know. These lawyers know. All these lawyers know what I'm talking about out there. Everybody's all afraid of shit of getting in trouble and stuff. I don't care. You know, I've given up. I stopped giving a fuck 5.5 years ago when YT started fucking with the channel. So that's what this guy's talking about here. They're talking about legislative execution is critical. Codifying clear rules would reduce the risk of a future regulatory. So what we got is this little Clarity Act and this little Genius Act. That shit's all good, but that's not codification in the United States Code. See what I mean? So right now, we could have this little Clarity Act shit, and guess what they could do? Undo it with the next communist president that we get in the United States. We thought Joe Biden was bad. What about that fucking mayor from New York? What if he became president? Oh, shit. That would be a fucking disaster. I'd have to get out of the country. What we have to do is what I've been telling you for 5.5 years. This article is telling the same thing. We have to codify it, okay? That's what's going on. If we don't codify it, the next president can undo all this other shit. It needs to go in the United States Code. That's why I'm not giving a fuck about the Clarities Act and these things. They need to do CoinDesk. Now CoinDesk finally fucking gets it. I've not seen this shit. But there could be a rug pull if we were to have a new president and he wasn't crypto friendly. Trump has got to get this codified in the United States Code. Now, that's that article. Let me get some comments, and I will go to the next one. In 2015, I had 149 ounces of silver. I bought it at $19 Australian dollar and sold it in 2017 for $3,000. I wish I had it now. Okay, look, here we're going again. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly what I'm talking about, everybody. These people prove my case. I have been telling you guys, I've been selling silver on my program for about 4 years. I've been telling you to buy silver, buy gold, do these different things, telling you to get a loan. I've been telling you to get a loan because why? Somebody just like this, man, I wish I would have done this and I wish I would have done that. This is exactly what I'm telling you. But no, a lot of you didn't buy golds. Only the smart ones bought gold and silver. When gold hit 2,000, what'd you say? Oh, shit, I'm priced out. When gold hit 4,000, what'd you say? Oh, shit, I'm priced out. Gold's ready to hit 5,000. Oh, shit, I'm priced. Is that your fucking excuse for everything? You're priced out? I guess it is. Gold, silver, certain cryptos, the same thing. You don't want to get a loan. You want a dollar cost average. That's the dumbest fucking shit in the world. Right now is the time to get a fucking loan, go to Caleb Brown, buy all this fucking shit. If you don't know what to get, just join for a month. Crypto Hulk $500 club. We'll sit down. We'll break it down. Some people only have 2,000. Some guys get loans for 5. One guy said he's getting a loan now for 30. He already had a loan for 15. He's getting another one. I think family's going to give him like 30 grand or something so he can invest for them. Because we're going to have it again. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. You know what? When I live my life, there's no shoulda, woulda, couldas. I do all this fucking shit. I see stuff ahead of time and I fucking do it. It's gonna happen. I already told you we're proving Crypto Hawk correct already. Gold's gonna hit 10, 15,000. Guess what the people are gonna say? Oh man, shit, I got priced out. The XRPs, we're all become millionaires. Man, I should have got that loan that Crypto Hawk was talking about. I fucked up. Is that your excuse? You're priced out or you fucked? Is that how you live your life? And I'm not talking about this guy here, whoever it is. I'm just saying in general, I told you so. I told you. People are like, oh man, oh gosh, I could have been a millionaire. No, you couldn't have because your brain doesn't fucking understand this shit, all right? All you are is a here today, buy today, sell tomorrow. Buy today, sell. That's the only thing your brain fucking cares about. What's the price? Oh, shit. Okay. All you care about is price. You'll never get anywhere like that. I'm just letting you know. Unless you change your mentality right meow. AJ, best deep diver on the planet. Thanks, Hulk. Righty that. I've been selling silver since it was like $15 an ounce on my show. I started selling gold on my show when it was $16.80 or something. Now it's $4,600 for one coin. Well, at least you can say you watch Crypto Hulk. All right. Singapore Exchange. Let's look here. India. Let's go around the world a little bit. We're going to hit up India, Singapore. I just want you to see what's going on. It's all getting set up. Right now is not a time to sell. I don't know if you're aware of anything, but now is not a time to sell. People are like, oh, I'm not making any money on the crypto. No, dumbass, because this is a time to buy. This is a time to buy because we're reading about laws that are going to happen. When that does happen, there you go. Oh, man, I should have got that loan. Man, I was too busy, sucking Big D, and I should have gotten a loan. All right. This article is out of India, and it says, Engineering Trust at Population Scale. How NPCI, National Payments Corporation of India, is building the future of real-time digital payments. When India speaks about digital public infrastructure, few systems illustrate scale, resilience, and trust as powerful as the payment rails built by the National Payments Corporation of India. This is lovely. What we got right here is we got the country of India, who's so proud of their National Payments Corporation of India. This is massively game-changing for India. You've got RuPay involved in this. Let me just show you real quick. That's RU, then pay. And let's check something. Okay, never mind. We've got India, very, very proud of this payment system they have, the NPCI. And it's talking about how fast it is, cross-border payments. Now, well, let's just take a little look because I want to speed up some things here. Let's look who's really behind NPCI. Let's just do that. Okay. Here's the article here. Google-backed payment company Ripple. Let's repeat that again. Google-backed payment company Ripple is in talks with who? NPCI. Oh, shit. This was 2017. Google-backed payment company Ripple is in talks with banks in India and the National Payments Corporation of India. There's already 2 banks involved. This is back about 9 years ago. Axis Bank and Yes Bank are the first Indian banks to come on board Ripple, which already has 75 customers globally. This is a long time ago, everybody. And you know what people back then were saying? Oh, this isn't going anywhere. You know what people said 5 years after this? What's going on with this now? Nothing. XRP is only $1.50. Whatever the fuck these dumbasses are saying. In the end, Crypto Hulk's always right. It might take a while because I can't tell you the time. But so far, I'm always right. That's what we got going on. Is we watch this Crypto Hulk show and you know exactly what's going to happen. Now, let's say out of 10, I'm wrong once or twice or so, whatever it is. If you got more than 10 cryptos, I got about 15. Then let's say half of them disappear. I still got 7. But there is a channel out there, I won't say. All they do is just buy XRP and that's it. Now, I hope everything works out for them. But if it doesn't, they're fucked. Because all they got is XRP. That's a very, very bad thing to do. Now, they'll probably end up hopefully richer than me. That's cool. But if XRP gets destroyed or the government takes it or whatever it might be, see, I'm kind of like this. I'm going to walk away with something. I'm going to walk away with some millions. Maybe not as many millions as you, but I'm going to walk away with millions and be comfortable the rest of my life. Why? Because I don't dump everything into one. I got gold, silver, this, that, or whatever it is. I got diversification. I'm walking away with some millions. Not as many millions as you. I'm not having a pissing contest. I don't fucking care. What I care about is me and the people that my job is to provide for them. I'm going to walk away with millions. And we're going to be A-okay. I don't need to have 100, 300 million. I'm going to diversify enough to have some millions. And when this thing's all bad and it gets blown up, destroyed and shit, I'm going to have a fair amount of millions and go off into the sunset. Okay? Now, maybe your one crypto takes off, and that's great. I hope it does, because if it doesn't, you're fucked. You got nothing. So just think about that one. Next, Filipino banks. Let's look at the Philippines. This article just came out. I've got friends in the Philippines. They're already using crypto. They don't even know it. This is how we know it works. This is how the Philippines is like a testing ground for all this stuff. Really, when you've got the Philippines, I'm not making fun of Filipino people. You've got a broken country. America's broken too. In the Philippines, you got a broken country where half the people don't even have bank accounts. It's poor. They rely on remittances. Wouldn't it be easy if they could just use this and send money and shit? So that's what's going on in the Philippines. They're testing it out. It's all working. It's a real life test is what it is. They're sending real money and it's working. Here's the article dated yesterday. Philippines emerges as a battleground for faster, cheaper digital remittances. This is what proves how Ripple works. This is how it works. Like, this is not Ethereum where it takes sometimes 10 minutes for a transaction to happen and it's super fucking expensive. The Philippines is laid out like no one in the Philippines is sending money on the Ripple. I mean, no one in the Philippines is sending money on the Ethereum blockchain. That shit's, you know how it is when you and me buy cryptos, the high fees for Ethereum. Oh man, it's fucking horrible. It's so fucking slow, super expensive. Philippines is the perfect use case for Ripple because it's a broke economy. They don't have modern rails, this, that, or whatever. But guess what? Everybody's got one of these. And they're all sending money now all around the world. They're not using Ethereum. That shit's not working. Manila, Philippines. As the Philippines cements its position as one of the world's largest remittance destinations, not using Bitcoin or Ethereum, global financial institutions are doubling down on efforts to support the Philippines' rapidly evolving digital payments landscape. JP Morgan, just the biggest bank in the world, not a big deal. JP Morgan sees the Philippines as the center of Asia's cross-border remittance growth, driven by the surge of digital wallets built by Ripple and the Chinese. I'm going to show you evidence of this right here. JP Morgan sees the Philippines as the center of Asia's cross-border payment system with crypto wallets, instant payment schemes, and a new consumer expectations for speed and transparency. Here we have a JP Morgan spokesperson, Akhil Devmari, said the Philippines continues to stand out in the region's payment corridors. Philippines is one of the largest inbound remittance corridors, he said. Last year, $40 billion. For that country, that's massive. I think it takes 50 Filipino dollars, which are a peso. It takes 50 or 53 Filipino dollars to equal one of America. So that's 50 times 40. That's a lot. In the Filipino pesos, if I had to say how much would 40 billion be? 40 billion times 50. That's a lot of fucking money. I'm not going to do the math on that. Building rails across ASEAN. Now, I'm going to speed this up. Where are we at as far as time? Okay. I'm going to pick it up a little on this one. So we know JP Morgan's in on this and all that. Let's take a little look right here. There's something called Gcash. Now we're going to start showing how are these Filipinos moving money right now utilizing cryptocurrency. The Philippines is a test route. Ben, thank you very much. Late fee, thanks for the intellectual information. So how are the Philippines in real life using crypto? They don't even know. These Filipino people have no idea what's going on. And that's okay. So I got friends over there who have no idea. I had to tell them, you're using crypto. You know that, right? And they're like, what? I'm using what? They're like, no, we're using Gcash. I'm like, that's crypto right there. Here's the article right here. Copy and let's go paste. If we start off, start right at the 4-second mark. The 4-second mark. Philippines' largest digital wallet, because remember that article will talk about JP Morgan. JP Morgan was talking about digital payments in Philippines using wallets, right? Okay. Philippines' largest digital wallet is called what? Gcash. And it's working with Circle. And we know that Circle is a partnership of Stellar. I played this video to you guys 9 months ago. I made this video right here. I was telling you guys about Gcash 9 months ago. I'm looking down at my program here. 2,500 people watched this video 9 months ago. And I was talking about it, showing you. Stop it at the 13-second mark. 13-second mark. The digital wallet owned by China's Ant Group. Oh, shit. Now, you got the Ayala Corporation. See, the Chinese have, I told you already, all those Asian countries, China's got their hands around their neck. Now, you can call them Vietnam, you can call them Indonesia, whatever it is, China has them back up against a wall with their hand around their neck, choking these motherfuckers out, whether it's the Filipinos or whatever it is. That's how it is. The biggest digital wallet that is running the Philippines right now is the Gcash, owned by China's Alibaba. Oh, fuck me. Now, the Ayala Corporation is involved in that. What is that? That's when China walks over and says, good little Filipino, and pats him on the head. I won't choke you out today. That's what this is right here, China's Ant Group. Now, this is all connected to Ripple. Let me show you right here. No other channel has this information right here except good old Crypto Hulk. I encourage you to watch the full videos. Okay, there is your 2013 Ripple China timeline. Let's look at June 27th. June 27, 2013. The Ripple China Trading Center was launched. Oh, shit. What? And users can recharge through Alipay, which is Alibaba, which is the Ant Group, and TenPay, which is Tencent. I just showed you right here, direct connection. Ripple, China, they had crypto wallets and shit. Look right here. Here we got Singapore. Let me show you this. No other channel has this. This is why Crypto Hulk is probably one of the better crypto researchers on the planet. Let's look right here to Ripple Singapore. I want you to go to the trying to find it. 2 minutes and the 15-second mark. Go to the 2-minute, 15-second mark. What do you see? Ripple Singapore. What else do you see? Gold and silver in your wallet. Gold and silver in your wallet. Well, it looks like Ripple had wallets with Singapore in 2013. Now I want you to go to the 3-minute, 47-second mark. 3-minute, 47-second mark. What do we have here? They're talking about this Ripple Singapore. And while they're talking about the gateway, that's what this is. Its concept, this gateway that Ripple has, is applicable to physical commodities, securities, fiat currency, and crypto, and more. That's what I'm showing you here, is Ripple had all this done 2013. Ripple had a crypto wallet, gold, silver, commodities can go in that wallet, securities can go in that wallet, fiat currencies can go in that wallet, cryptocurrencies can go in that wallet. All the shit was done. There's your evidence right there. So as we're reading the Filipino, this Gcash, we already know Ripple China. I already showed you all that, the Ripple China timeline. So we know that this Gcash that is used in the Philippines is owned by China, but then we got Ripple China, don't we? Then we got Ripple Singapore, where they originally the wallets came from. That's who's making these wallets here for the Filipinos. Now on the video where it says crypto exposed in the Philippines, guess what secret country just busted a move there? Go to the 35-second mark. 35-second mark. What do you see? Ripple China, CNY 2013. You got November 30th, 2013. You got a Ripple China CBDC right there. All done. No other channel can show you that. That's why China has Gcash, because of Ripple. Now, China, we're talking about Philippines right now too. HBAR comes in to help build this wallet and transmit. HBAR makes the wallet quantum proof. Here's your title for that. Filipino banks plan to launch a multi-issuer stablecoin on Hedera DLT. I showed you guys this 1 year ago. Right there. 1 year ago. Later this year, several Filipino banks are planning to launch a multi-bank peso stablecoin, which will initially operate on the Hedera distributed ledger technology. The banks included Union Bank of the Philippines, Rizal, RIZAL. That's a very famous old general from like the Philippines from like a long time ago, a couple hundred years ago or something. So there we have that. Hedera's mixed up in this as well. Now, the next article I'm going to show you here, let's talk about Singapore, because we already know. I already showed you the Ripple Singapore. Now, what's going on in Singapore right here? Oh, damn. Where there's Lynn. Wait a second. I know who that is. That's Hulk. Lynn here. Need to pay you, then working out a way to chat as the UK government is making it very difficult. No X, no Twitter. Payment $500. Okay. Contact me, Lynn, at my, let's go with my X page. Let's go. Yeah. I want to send you my exact link. Then you can chat with Crypto Hulk. Let me get my copy. And I'll look at your portfolio. We'll discuss different strategies. I'll help you find ways. I will help you find creative ways to get your crypto. Even if you can't buy certain ones there, we'll get creative. I'm not going to help you do anything illegal, but I can get creative. Creativity is fun. So right there is Crypto Hulk page. Now what you have to do is comment to me and say, hey, Crypto Hulk, like go into any of my posts, say, hey, Crypto Hulk, it's Lynn. I need you to follow me. Then I'll follow you. Then I'll send you a message. Then we'll connect and everything will be great. And you'll be a millionaire one day. Okay. So you can do that on X. And if you want to contact me on, what's my other one? Instagram. Let me look at my profile. You can do the same thing on Instagram. If you can't get a hold of me on X, here is the Instagram I use. Because it's starting to get pretty serious now, Lynn. You'd want to make sure I can look over everything and make sure you got it right. So there is the Instagram page. And I just set you, message me there, and everything will work out. I'm curious to know what the hell is going on. All right. Oh, that's right. You can't get X, so that won't work. So that's so fucking stupid. What the fuck's going on in these countries not allowing Elon Musk? Really? That's United Kingdom is so fucking communist. Okay. So let me check here. I got YouTube. Yeah, contact me on Instagram. That'll be your best bet. I do kind of have a Facebook. Just try the Instagram one first. I see your name popping up on different comments that I have, but we will connect. If you can't get a hold of Crypto She-Hulk, if a day or two, but I'll check tonight. Just contact me and after the show, and I'll try to track you down like stalker. All right, got 5 minutes. Singapore. This is fundamental news right here. Now, we already know about the China, Ripple Singapore and shit. Look what is going on with Singapore. Remember, First mover advantage. What we got going on, everybody, is right here. Singapore Exchange offers crypto futures for, quote, advanced traders. I have a feeling they don't want us in because we're competition, okay? The Singapore Crypto Exchange targets investors who profit from difference between spot and future prices. Don't tell me I can't read this article. Okay, these motherfuckers are going to try to make me pay. That's not going to happen, so fuck it. Let's get out of there. But okay, all I'm going to show you on that one is that in Singapore, they're getting ready. They're getting all the crypto. And it used to be like just certain funds or just ETFs. Now it's spots, futures, this. It's all happening. And what do we notice is that early Ripple partners are going to take off first. Turkey, Singapore, Indonesia, China, Russia. I'm just letting you know. Soviet Union, whatever you want to call that fucking place over there. Let's look at Qatar. I want you to see a new balance of power. And we'll wrap it up with this article here. This one is massive, okay? Let me show. I'm going to tell you about the article first, and then we're going to talk briefly about it. I got 4 minutes. Now, started all the way back with President Nixon in the United States. He sent Henry Kissinger over to the United Arab Emirates to make a secret deal with them. The deal was this: sell your oil in United States dollars only, and we will protect you. We'll put air bases all around there and stuff. Nobody's going to fuck with you. And that's how it was for a while, until a certain party that's not Republican started to try to shit all over the Saudis and piss them the fuck off and destroyed the relationship that we had with them, because that Communist Party in America doesn't want us using oil. They want to fucking drive our economy into the ground, fuck the country up, and then we could be invaded and all kinds of hell breaks loose, and then we could all become communists. That's the whole goal of that Communist Party. What we got going on is there's a new power structure that's going on, this is amazing. If you can't read the title or the link, I'm sorry, it's YouTube being censored and they don't want you to read it. Okay, I'll read you the title of the article. All you got to do is type it in after the show. Qatar and the United Arab Emirates, UAE is what specifically, Qatar and UAE to join U.S.-led effort to bolster technology supply chain. So type that all in and you'll see the exact article I'm talking about. This is massive right here. So I told you that little history lesson on purpose, because what the dollar became known as is the global reserve currency, because everybody needs oil. You got to run the cars. You burn oil to create electricity. A lot of these ships, whatever, powered by oil. If you get control of the oil, you get control of the world. I want you to see something, because we're having a switch right now. And what Trump's trying to do is build a relationship with the Saudis, for God's sakes. Instead of fighting them like the Democrats and shit, trying to piss them off and all that, we want to partner up with the Saudis and all those Gulf states. We want that, dumbasses that are not Republican. We want that. These same Muslim people, you're like, oh yeah, you don't even want to be, they want nothing to do with the Saudi Muslims, just the ones that do, I'm not going to talk about. Boom, boom, pow, okay? I mean, America is trying to build a bridge with these Saudis. Yes, we have different cultures and religions, but can we get along? Yes, we can. Democrats are just trying to piss off the Saudis the whole 4 fucking years Biden's in office. I'm like, what are you fucking people doing? You're destroying the relationship we have with these people over there. Now, let's see where this goes. There's a new There's a new oil. There's a new oil that's being used to control the world. Let's watch. This one's a good one. If I run over a little bit, it's okay. You're going to love this one. Qatar and UAE to officially join the Pax Silica. That's PAX, put a space in there, Silica, SILICA, within days. This is so fucking massive. You got to understand this. Oil's being replaced. The oil is getting replaced into something else. This initiative aims to move the Middle East toward a tech-driven economy. What? United States and Israel. Oh, you don't know about Israel, do you? Let's take a look. Oh, now look what Crypto Hulk has here. Something no other channel has. Let's take a little look. Why is Israel always popping up, Crypto Hulk? Oh, I'm going to show you some. But more importantly, why is Israel? Now, I want you to pay attention to this because this is massive. I'll say it quietly so the AI won't know. Why is this a big deal? Because you got these Muslim states that supposedly hate Israel. And maybe they do, whatever. But if you get Israel on good terms and you get the Gulf states on good terms to create world peace instead of fighting and blowing everybody up and shit like that, how about if we go after a common denominator? Everybody gets money. Everybody has a good life. Wouldn't that be good? Everybody's safe. Everybody's protected. UAE, we'll protect. Nobody's going to fuck with the United Arab Emirates or Israel. United States makes a little deal with them. That all sound good. Everybody gets oil. Everybody gets money. You know, everybody's protected. How about that? Good deal? Yeah. We got 3 different religions or whatever. You got the United States Christian stuff. You got the Jews over there. They don't believe. They did a little boom boom pow to Jesus Christo. So they obviously, and then you got the Muslims who are all kind of, but we're trying to find a way to get along. That's the goal. Okay. Now, if you look right here, we got Ripple Israel. Click on like the first 1 second. I'm not going to get in this video. What are we looking at here? It says Ripple Israel. It's in beta. Israel's first Ripple gateway. This was like 2013, everybody. What? This is almost 13 years ago. Did you know that? Oh, look, it says right there, my wallet. You can see that. Ripple already has a wallet. I'm telling you what, Ripple's going to come out with a wallet. See, here's the difference. Nobody's saying this. I've only been telling you for about 5 years. Ripple's going to come out with a wallet. And how do I know? Because I got facts to back it up. If another channel says, well, somebody else said they're going to do it too. Yeah, but they have evidence to show it. See, when I make a statement, here's what's different between Crypto Hulk and other channels. When I make a statement, Ripple's coming out with a wallet. Other people might say that. But guess what? I got the evidence right here. Oh, shit. So guess who's the authority on that? This channel. And what's the authority on Crypto Hulk's channel? It's the evidence that I have that nobody has. So we already know 13 years ago, Ripple's in Israel hooking them up. They got wallets. And look right here. They already have their CBDC. The next generation of digital currencies is now available in Israel. Ripple Israel is the first Ripple gateway established in Israel. We provide a service enabling people to transfer their new Israeli shekels and bitcoins to the Ripple network. I'm going to stop right there. Aren't you glad you're watching Crypto Hulk? Because when I read current event news, I read it like nobody else. I'm showing you how all this is going down. Now you see why Israel is in this. If you were to watch some other channel, they wouldn't bring this up. See, some people say, oh, all Crypto Hulk does is he just reads articles. I could do the same thing. No, you can't. Go back and sit down and watch gay porn like you were earlier. U.S. and Israel launched something called Fort Foundry 1 and a tentative AI memorandum. Are you seeing what's going on here? This is getting massive with AI something called army. An army, we had forts. This is some kind of government. Like this goes so fucking high, but not higher than Crypto Hulk after the show. But the U.S. and Israel are going to launch something called Fort Foundry 1 and a tentative AI memorandum. This sounds really big, Crypto Hulk. Not as big as my ego, though. That's guaranteed. Qatar and the United Arab Emirates will soon join a unite. So they're not. So the United States joins up and does all this stuff with Israel first before the Saudis. Are you seeing all this right here? This is massive. Oh my God. That's what I'm telling you, though. First mover advantage. Before anybody else, the United States government hooks up with Israel, gets them all hooked in, and then goes to Qatar later. Who do you hook up first? Israel. Who do you hook up? First mover advantage. Who do you hook up next? Qatar and the United Arab Emirates. Damn, Crypto Hulk. That's some fucking deep dive shit right there. That's what I'm talking about, my man. What are they going to have? Oh, semiconductor supply chains. Now, what are the odds of that? Now, let me ask you something. Who do you think is making those semiconductor supply chains, everybody? Somebody tell me. Come on, don't be shy. What company is making these semiconductor, which are probably quantum proof? You guys don't have any idea, do you? Seals Q. Fuck yeah. MAB 1914. Mark knows. Seals Q. Mark knows. Robert B knows. Seals Q, baby. And what channel told you about Seals Q? And who's my assistant helping me? What channel told you about Seals Q when it was $1.70? We're both waiting for the answer. Zoltar wants.
I see you over there. Yes, you.
Well,
come on over and let Zoltar be sharing with you your fortune.
See, he's got a gold chain, but mine's better. Zoltar told you. A guy named Zoltar. Okay. So let's keep reading. This is very nice. Nice. So Qatar and United Emirates will soon join. They're not even joined up yet, but the United States already hooked up with Israel, and they're going to use a semiconductor supply chain. I'm telling you right now. You know what? Crypto Hulk fans are telling you it's going to be Seals Q, which is HBAR, which has got Ripple connected, which is Algorand and Chainlink, but that's not a big deal. The addition of those two countries is most notable given the Middle East's history of political division and reflects a U.S.-led effort to bring Israel and the Gulf states into the same technology. Are you seeing this? What Trump wants to do is get Israel in with the Gulf states, to get them in there, because there's a country that I won't talk about right now that turned off all their internet and we can't see what they're doing. They're probably doing this to their own people over there. Those people hate Israel and want to unalive them, okay? So what Trump is doing, look, this is all in the game plan 13 years ago with Ripple Israel. I'm just letting you know. Ain't nothing happened to that country. There's already, I'm not getting into the reasons why, but ain't nothing happened to that country. The program is called Pax Silica. It seeks to safeguard, it seeks to safeguard the full technology supply chain, including critical minerals, advanced manufacturing. Oh, really? Advanced manufacturing. That sounds kind of secrecy. Computing and data infrastructure. It's a key pillar of the Trump administration's economic statecraft strategy to reduce dependence on rival nations and strengthen cooperation among allied partners. What Trump's trying to do is not have the world. What Trump's trying to do is bring in technology, crypto, and all these things, to the Saudis and Gulf states to protect Israel and protect that region. Try to stop having all about oil. Forget about oil. Let's have another protection. So you can sell oil and whatever you want or whatever, but you're going to have protection. We're going to help you control that area. This gets deep. Now, who's involved in this? Israel, Ripple partner. Japan, first Ripple partner. South Korea, first Ripple partner. Are you seeing a fucking pattern? Singapore, that comes from Ripple Singapore. Australia, that goes all the way back to 2013 in Australia. Early Ripple partner. Unlike traditional alliances, Pax Silica is a coalition of capabilities with membership driven by the industrial strengths and companies of each country. Helberg said he hopes the initiative can help accelerate Middle East economic transition away from energy dependence toward a more diversified, technology-driven economy. Are you seeing this? What they're trying to do is not make oil this king. They're going to move in and have technology be king. I want you to see this. That's why where the XRP comes in as the bridge currency of the world. So somebody may, like, you're going to have the technology where maybe you make all these transactions come out in dollars. You're going to control the internet. Like, this is what's happening. This whole internet thing, you won't be able to do shit unless you're on this special blockchain. And they're going to be able to see and control every single thing. And if they want oil to be sold in dollars again, it's going to be sold in dollars. It's going to be this. I don't know how they're putting it all together. I'm not playing Zoltar. That's Zoltar's job. But what we're seeing here is they're all joining in this technology, crypto, artificial intelligence. They're going to have a joint relationship based on technology. It used to be just all about oil. That's done. This is a whole new technology thing where, oh, wow, this is big. So let me continue. The group met in Washington last month, said he hopes it will meet a few times this year. He said discussions are underway on projects, listen to this, that will modernize trade. They're switching over, everybody. This is what this is. Are you getting this now? They're switching over to a global technology, modernized trade. What is that going to be? Trade on a blockchain. That's how you stop every single. It's going to be easier now to shut down countries and spy on everything everybody's doing. Everything will be done on this blockchain. This is so massive, right here we're reading. It's going to control, listen to this, logistic routes. Logistics is when you track things and where they go, and they're going to be able to control. If the United States or whatever these countries don't like somebody, shut it down. Reroute. Take that cargo ship, reroute it over this other way, or we'll cut you right off. And we'll delete all your bank accounts. Like, this is where it's going. Total control. They're including the India, Middle East, Europe corridor, using advanced U.S. technology to boost regional integration and expand. Oh, listen to this. Oh, my God, listen. To expand America's economic footprint. This is some shit, Crypto Hulk. U.S. and Israeli officials plan to launch a Pax Silica linked strategic framework, including the Fort Foundry 1 industrial park in Israel. Are you hearing this? The United States and Israel are going to launch a Fort Foundry 1 industrial park and put it in Israel to accelerate projects. This is Crypto Hulk. This is so fucking huge. Why is nobody talking about this? Oh, that's a good question. Why don't you go ask them? AI cooperation will also be discussed with a memorandum of understanding January 16th. Oh my God, everybody. This is so fucking huge. This is bigger than Crypto Hulk's ego, I have to admit. Whoa. Lynn is just kicking down the dollars. Lynn, you'll have to be like on a lifetime membership. I'm just kidding. But that's crazy. Okay, contact me somehow. So very interesting. The UK is going to tax your crypto at 40% any day now. What the hell? Man, they are doing some shit. See, they're trying to take all the crypto right now. That is so fucked up. All right, where are we at? An hour and 15 minutes. We're done. Let's process this before we leave. Everybody, what I just showed you is the new, and I can't say world, and I can't say order. The United States and these countries that we just talked about are joining an allegiance, and they're going to control all the trade in the whole world with special technologies nobody else has. They've joined an alliance to have America in charge of everything. This is something else. They're opening up this Fort Foundry 1. It's going to be in Israel. Let me tell you something. What happens? You already know. What happens when Iran tries to do some funny business and lob a softball over at Israel? If you have American high-level people, and if anything happens to them, Iran better say goodbye to themselves. That's what's, I'm just letting you know. Because if America is putting Fort Foundry 1 in there, and you're going to have all these American generals and all this stuff, you better understand something. If you're living in Iran and you want to lob some softballs over there to Israel, you're fucking done. Just letting you know, okay? America putting that fort right there, it's a fort. It's called a fort. American fort is going to be put there. If anything, I'm just letting you know, it's not going to end well. You're going to have a whole country unalived, okay? That's what's going to happen. It's going to be there, and then about 5 to 10 to 15 seconds later, there's going to be nobody alive in that country. It's going to be done, okay? Just saying. So, okay. This is by far the best channel. I have a few others I watch, but this is much better information. Keep learning, people, and help spread the word. Thanks, Crypto Hulk, the GOAT. I will see y'all in my next one. I'm going to look at trying to make a show for the morning at 7 a.m. Pacific time. Right now, I got about 13 hours for show time. So I will leave it at that. I got to get back to work, and I'll see all y'all later.